Alright, I'm back for another scrapbook video. Kind of having fun with my microphone. I love having a microphone. I was kind of worried though at first that the microphone, because it amplifies your voice, I was like thinking, well, I don't want to be an annoying neighbor in my apartment here making videos. Like sometimes I'm speaking loudly with my video, but I don't want it to be like so loud with a microphone that I'm like bothering everybody, because I don't like annoying neighbors. I don't want to be one of those annoying neighbors. Okay, so back with another scrapbook video here. I kind of feel like I gotta pee. Ugh. It's 10:30 a.m. and I just started this video, so I'm gonna have to wait. 10:30 a.m. This is the time when I'm usually outside the library using the Wi-Fi. Since it was raining, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell from over here because I got this nice curtain that blocks out the sun in my bedroom area, but I think maybe it might be sunny out now, but it was raining before. Oh, last night after I got back from the library, it was raining pretty hard, so I got pretty lucky there. There was a few drops yesterday on my laptop, which was stressing me out, but it wasn't too bad. I kind of went over by the entrance. There's this sheltered area but I was worried. I was like, oh no, I don't. If I go over here, I might lose the internet signal. Because sometimes it's like every day I lose the internet signal, and then I gotta wait for it to come back. But it wasn't too bad especially compared to later last night, where it was raining really hard, and there was a thunderstorm. It was like thundering kind of loud. Sometimes that can be scary. I remember being kind of scared. It was kind of scary back in the 80s when I was a kid, listening to thunderstorms. Sometimes it could be really loud and scary, the thunder. And it's always scary when the power goes out. So yeah, that hasn't happened for a while, but I've had that happen in my apartment before. The power goes out because of the thunderstorm. So that's scary. Plus I'm like, well, what? I can't do anything. It's dark. So I just sit there in the dark because there's no power. That's happened at the last place I worked before too, which is kind of nice. When the power goes, well, it's kind of annoying, but you don't have to work because you can't work because it's dark. So that's a weird to happen when you're at work. Okay, more with the I guess Camp Shelby. Here's a photo. And next to the photo it says, well, there's a couple descriptions, so I gotta figure out what one of the descriptions is for. Well, for the photo I just showed, it looks like, okay, so it says PFC, Private First Class, I guess. Andrew Johnson of Merrill, Wisconsin, of the Army National Guard 32nd Engineer Company mans an M240 Bravo machine gun atop a Humvee during a convoy exercise Saturday at Camp Shelby in southern Mississippi. Yeah, there's these camps, these military camps. I wonder, is there a military camp? Is there one of these military camps in every state of the United States? I think there might be. Are there any states that don't have any United States states that do not have a military camp? And I'm sure there's some of the larger states probably have more than one camp. I don't know what's the maybe there's more than one camp in every state. I don't know. Is there a military camp in Hawaii? Huh. Camp. Or Alaska? Okay, so here's a description of another photo. Oh, I guess it's this photo that I already showed. Show it again. The nap time of the soldiers. So that the description for that photo is this. Members of the 32nd Engineer Company catch a nap after completing their morning convoy exercise with a rigorous round-the-clock training schedule. Members of the Onalaska, Wisconsin-based Army National Guard unit catch up on their sleep whenever they can. There was kind of it feels like a silly, kind of embarrassing moment in my life where I had this moment after I was watching the movie A Few Good Men, and I see I think it's at the beginning of the movie where they have these soldiers that have these rifles, and they're swinging the rifles around like it's like a performance, a display of swinging the rifles around, and just like the sound effect of it, there's something appealing about that. It was interesting to watch, and something about that image and the sound of it and everything. It just at that moment, like the first time I saw that in the movie A Few Good Men, it made me want to be in the military. It's kind of, I feel silly saying it, but so like after that, like I guess it was around that time where I almost joined the army. It's there's something appealing, like I guess it's like with the youth, where this feeling of wanting, the need to to belong, to have like something you belong to, a group of people you belong to. So that's probably why some kids get involved in gangs, because they just this having this feeling of belonging to a group. I guess it's like a security thing. If you think about like evolutionary, the evolutionary aspect of it, like the need of humans to have the security of being in a group. I guess it's for like psychologically speaking, it's like for protection. If you think of it like how humans were like a long time ago, that's how humans, like having this need of being in a social environment. So I almost joined the army because of that movie, A Few Good Men. A Few Good Men. I was this close because I took a test. And I was supposed to go to Milwaukee for a physical, which scared me. And then I was indecisive. I was like, oh, what am I doing? So I talked to someone else that was actually a recruiter. I talked to a recruiter that it was like a friend of a friend kind of person, and they just told me, I think I signed something, because I was like, I think I signed something, so now I have to go in the army, and I'm thinking, well, I don't want to go in the army. What am I doing? Cold feet, like people who get right before they get married, that kind of thing. Second thoughts. So this person who is employed as a Navy recruiter, he was like, don't worry if you sign something, as long as you don't go there and have the physical, you don't have to go with them. And I'm like thinking, well, they're going to be mad. And he was like, don't worry about it. So I was scared. I was like, did I already get to the point of no return? So I think that would have been bad for me to go into the military. Some people, like, they're not built for the military. I just imagine like being like hazing, like alpha males bullying, and just being stressed out, and it would have been a mistake for me to go into the military. It's just like sometimes, I don't know if it's a guy thing, a young man thing, where you feel like you want to do something that's important. I think that's how some people join the military. They feel like they want to contribute to something important. So that's how they probably talk themselves into joining the military. To feel alive, like you did something. It's pretty dangerous being in the military. This need to want to feel like you're alive might get you killed. Oh, one thing the Army recruiter was like trying to recruit me, like his strategy was like explaining about the free education and the money I would get for signing up after I got out, did the term of the military service, like explaining to me like I would have the money to get this a nice vehicle, free college. Sounds good. It's a good selling point. So I'm glad I didn't do that, because that would have been a mistake. So that was around the time that I was graduating high school, which was 1997. So a few years before the 2001 terrorist attack happened. So it made me think, if I was in the military, because like if I signed up for like 4 years in 1997, so I would have potentially been in the military around the time of the 2001 terrorist attack. Not a good time to be in the military. Because like after that happened, I guess, I don't remember the exact year, but after that happened, then this Iraqi involvement happened. So I would not have, like, it's the other thing about being in the military, you can think about like, oh well, you have the opportunity to travel. I think that was another one of the selling points of the recruiter, was to the ability to travel and see the world, which is nice, because you don't want to be like stuck in your hometown forever. It's kind of how I feel now. But I don't think I would have enjoyed traveling to Iraq with people trying to kill me. I guess I better stop now. Did I do any of the scrapbook here? Did I just show that photo and that was it, and then I just had a story to tell? Wow. Well, the scrapbook made an appearance. There it is. I had some things to say.